As we approach the end of the year, it's the perfect time to reflect, plan, and set yourself up for success in 2025. In this video, I'm sharing 7 essential financial moves to help you take control of your finances before the year ends. Whether you're looking to build an emergency fund, maximize your retirement savings, or prepare for tax season, these steps will give you the tools to make smarter financial decisions. So grab a notebook, your favorite drink, and let's tackle these 7 financial moves together. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Tip 1. Review your year's financial goals. Let's start with an important question. How did 2024 go for you financially? Take some time to reflect on the goals you set at the beginning of the year. Were you aiming to save for a down payment, pay off debt? Maybe you wanted to build an emergency fund or start investing in the stock market. Now look at the results. Did you achieve these goals, or did you face challenges along the way? It's okay if things didn't go perfectly. What matters is understanding why. Maybe unexpected expenses came up, or you underestimated how much you needed to save each month. Setting clearer, more actionable goals now will make a huge difference in the year ahead. Tip 2. Maximize your tax benefits. The end of the year is crunch time for tax planning. Let's make sure you're taking advantage of every benefit available to you. First, if you haven't maxed out your contributions to tax advantage retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA, now is the time. Contributions not only help you save for the future, but can also lower your taxable income. Are you self-employed or a freelancer? You have options too, like a SEP IRA or solo 401k, which allow you to contribute even more. Lastly, think about prepaying deductible expenses. For example, if you know you'll have medical expenses or property taxes due in early 2025, paying them now might provide additional deductions for this year. Check with a tax professional if you're unsure. It could save you hundreds or even thousands. Tip 3. Review your budget. When was the last time you sat down and reviewed your budget? If it's been a while, this is the perfect moment. A solid budget is the foundation of financial success, and year-end is the ideal time to make adjustments. Start by looking at your spending over the past 12 months. Were there any surprises? Maybe you spent more on eating out than you thought, or a subscription service kept renewing without you noticing. Look for patterns, both good and bad. Then, think about where you want your money to go in 2025. Can you cut back on discretionary spending to free up money for savings or investing? For example, swapping one takeout meal per week for a home-cooked dinner could save hundreds of dollars annually. Don't forget to include room for fun. A budget isn't about restricting yourself. It's about making sure your spending reflects your values and priorities. Tip 4. Boost your emergency fund. Life happens. Whether it's unexpected car repairs, medical bills, or a sudden job loss, having an emergency fund can be a lifesaver. Financial experts generally recommend having at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved, but if that feels overwhelming, start smaller. Even $500 can make a big difference in an emergency. If your emergency fund isn't where you want it to be, here are some ideas to build it up. Automate your savings. Set up a direct transfer from your checking account to a savings account every payday. Even $25 a week adds up over time. Look for ways to save extra cash. This could mean cutting back on non-essential expenses like streaming services or selling items you no longer need. And remember, your emergency fund is for true emergencies. Try to avoid dipping into it for non-urgent expenses like vacations or holiday shopping. Tip 5. Check your credit report and score. Your credit score plays a major role in your financial life, from determining the interest rates on loans to affecting your ability to rent an apartment. That's why it's so important to keep it in good shape. Start by getting a free copy of your credit report from annualcreditreport.com. Look for errors or signs of identity theft, like accounts you don't recognize. If you spot something, dispute it immediately. Next, focus on improving your credit score if it's not where you want it to be. The two biggest factors are payment history and credit utilization. Make sure you're paying all your bills on time and try to keep your credit card balances below 30% of your credit limit. If you're new to credit or rebuilding, consider a secured credit card or becoming an authorized user on a family member's account. Both can help you establish a positive credit history over time. Tip 6. Plan for large. 2025 expenses. Do you have big plans for 2025? Now, maybe it's a family vacation, a new car, or renovations for your home. Whatever it is, planning ahead can save you from financial stress. Start by estimating how much you'll need. Then, divide that amount by the number of months until you need the money. For example, if you're saving for a $3,000 vacation and have 6 months to save, that's $500 a month. Open a dedicated savings account for each goal to keep the money separate from your regular spending. Many banks even let you name the account, like Vacation Fund or New Car Fund, which can be a fun way to stay motivated. Consider using cashback apps or credit card rewards to help fund these goals. Every little bit adds up. Tip 7. Celebrate small wins. Last but not least, take time to celebrate your financial progress. This year may have had its ups and downs, but I'm sure there are things you can be proud of. Did you pay off a credit card? Build a habit of saving? Start investing? No win is too small to acknowledge. Celebrating doesn't have to mean spending money. It could be as simple as treating yourself to a homemade dinner or taking a day off to relax. Reflecting on your progress will keep you motivated and excited for the goals ahead. Remember, financial success is a journey, not a destination. Every step forward is worth celebrating. Now that we've walked through these 7 financial moves, let's take a moment to reflect. Remember, financial health isn't built overnight. It's a journey made up of small, consistent actions. The steps you take today, no matter how small, are investments in your future self. Think about where you were financially this time last year. Have you made progress? Are there areas where you can improve? By addressing these questions and implementing the steps we discussed, you're already ahead of the game. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this. Financial freedom isn't just about numbers in a bank account. It's about peace of mind, the ability to pursue your dreams, and the confidence to face life's uncertainties. If you found this video helpful, I'd love for you to join this community by liking, subscribing, and sharing your thoughts in the comments below.